Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Easy English channel. I'm Sophia, your host and English instructor. This is the English Learning Podcast, the show that helps you speak English the way it sounds in real conversations. Not stiff, not textbook. Just warm, natural, everyday English.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jason, your co-host. I'm the person who proves every episode that you can learn English in easy ways while also being, very, very bad at waking up on time.
Here's a situation. You're at a new job. Your colleague smiles and asks, "So, what do you usually do to unwind after work?" And you freeze. Not because you don't have habits, you have plenty, but suddenly the English words disappear. That moment right there, that is what we are fixing today, which connects perfectly to today's topic. Today, we are talking about habits, how to describe your routines and daily patterns in English.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were going to call me out again.
Give it a few minutes. This topic is so important for real conversations. People talk about habits all the time, at work, with new friends, on dates, or even in job interviews.
Right. Someone always asks, what do you do to stay healthy? Or do you have a morning routine? Or what's your habit for staying focused?
And today, you will have clear, confident answers for all of those questions. Before we start, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a comment below. Tell us one habit, good or slightly embarrassing. We love both.
Okay, Sophia, let's go.
Let's start at the very beginning. What is a habit?
Well, something you do automatically without really thinking about it?
Exactly. A habit is an action you repeat regularly, over and over, until it becomes, almost automatic. For example, locking your door when you leave. You do it every time. You barely think about it. That is a habit.
Mine is checking my phone the moment I wake up, which I know is not great.
We'll talk about that. But the point is, habits are part of daily life. Everyone has them. And being able to describe them in English makes your conversations so much richer.
So how do we describe habits in English? What words do we use?
Great question. We use special words called frequency adverbs. These words tell people how often you do something. Let me give you the full scale. Always, 100% of the time, every single time, no exceptions. I always brush my teeth before bed. Usually, most of the time, around 80 or 90%, I usually wake up at 7. Often, many times, quite regularly, I often cook at home during the week. Sometimes, occasionally, not all the time, I sometimes go for a run in the evening. Rarely, almost never, very uncommon, I rarely eat dessert. Never. 0%. It simply doesn't happen. I never skip breakfast.
So it's like a ladder.
That is a perfect way to see it. And one grammar note. These words go before the main verb. I always drink water in the morning. She rarely misses a workout. But with be verbs, am, is, are, they go after. I am always tired on Mondays. He is usually very punctual.
Oh, so the position changes with be verbs.
Yes, small but important. And once you practice, it becomes very natural. Now, let's use these words in real life. Let's start with mornings. Jason, describe your morning honestly. No hiding.
Okay, honestly, my alarm goes off at 6:30. I always press snooze at least once, sometimes twice. Then I slowly get up. I usually check my messages first. Then I make coffee. I always do that. Coffee is non-negotiable. I sometimes eat breakfast, but often I'm running late and I skip it.
So you have a mix, some strong habits like the coffee and some inconsistent ones like breakfast.
Exactly. Very relatable, I hope.
Very relatable. Now, my morning is different. I always wake up without snooze. I usually do a short stretch, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and I always write down 3 things I want to do that day before I open any app or message.
You write them down before your phone?
Before anything. It keeps my brain focused instead of reacting to everything else immediately.
That actually sounds like a really powerful habit.
It changed my mornings completely. I feel calmer, more intentional.
Intentional. I like that word.
And, listeners, notice what we did. We both used frequency words naturally in our descriptions. Always, usually, sometimes, often. That is how real English speakers talk about their mornings. Calm. Let's move to habits during the day. Work habits, study habits.
These are the ones that come up a lot in professional conversations.
Right. In a job interview, someone might ask, "How do you stay organized?" Or, "What is your work style?" Here are some natural answers. I usually start my day by writing a to-do list. It helps me stay on track. I often take a short break every 90 minutes. It keeps me focused. I always try to finish my hardest task first. Once that's done, everything else feels easier.
That last one is a real thing. I've heard of it. Eat the frog first.
Yes, tackle the hardest thing first. Then the rest of the day feels lighter.
Well, my work habit is I often wait until the last minute. I know.
How does that feel?
Stressful, but somehow it works for me most of the time.
That is a great example of a habit that is not perfect, but feels comfortable. And here's an important phrase. It's a habit I'm working on. This is what you say when you know a habit is not ideal, but you are trying to change.
It's a habit I'm working on. That sounds so much better than, yeah, I'm just bad at planning.
Much better. What about evenings?
Evenings are my best time. After work, I usually decompress for about 30 minutes. I just sit quietly. No phone, no TV.
That is actually a wonderful habit.
I call it my reset time. After that, I usually cook dinner, simple meals, pasta, rice bowls, soup. I often watch something after dinner, one episode of a show.
Just one?
Usually one, sometimes three, rarely four.
Rarely four. Nice use of rarely.
Thank you.
My evenings usually involve cooking too. I like trying new recipes on weeknights, and I always read before sleep, even just 15 minutes. It helps me switch off from the day.
Do you read on your phone?
Never. Always a real book. The screen before sleep affects my rest.
See, that is a smart habit I have not built yet.
One step at a time. Now, weekends. Weekend habits are often different from weekday habits.
Mine definitely are. On Saturdays, I usually sleep in. I rarely wake up before 9. Then I have a slow morning, no rushing. I often meet a friend for lunch or a walk, and Saturday evenings, I usually cook something special.
I love that you have a different pace on weekends. That is healthy. My weekend habit that I love most, Sunday mornings, I always go to the local market. I buy fresh vegetables and fruit for the week. It is such a simple habit, but it makes the whole week feel better.
Do you go alone?
Usually alone. It's my quiet time. I take my time, no rush.
That sounds like a little ritual.
It is, and I think that's what good habits become over time. Not just tasks, but small rituals that shape your day. Let's talk about something really practical. How to talk about habits you want to change or new habits you want to build.
Because sometimes you want to say, I used to do this, but now I do something different.
Exactly. Here are some natural phrases for that. I used to, but now I. This is for talking about a past habit you changed. I used to stay up until midnight every night, but now I try to be in bed by 10:30. I used to skip breakfast, but now I always eat something in the morning, even something small.
I love that structure. It shows growth.
And for new habits you are building, I have been I'm working on a new habit of, I've started doing this recently and it has made a big difference. For example, I've been trying to drink more water throughout the day. I keep a bottle on my desk as a reminder.
That is so useful. Because in real conversations, people don't just want to know what you do. They want to know what you're working toward.
And sharing that makes the conversation deeper, more personal, more real. Let's practice with a quick role play. I'll ask you some questions. Answer naturally, like in a real conversation.
Ready.
Jason, do you have a habit that really helps your well-being?
Yes, actually. I always take a 30-minute walk after dinner. I started it a few months ago, and it has made a huge difference to how I sleep and how I feel the next morning.
Perfect. One more. Is there a habit you're trying to break?
Honestly, I often check my phone first thing in the morning. I know it starts my day in a reactive way rather than a calm one. It's a habit I'm really working on. I've started putting my phone in another room at night. It helps, most of the time.
That was excellent. You described the habit, you explained the problem, and you shared what you were doing to change it. That is advanced natural English.
It felt natural too. I wasn't translating, I was just talking.
That is the goal. Jason, one final question. What is the most valuable thing about being able to talk about your habits in English?
I think it's trust. When you tell someone about your routines, your morning coffee, your evening walk, the little things you do every day, you are giving them a window into your real life. And that builds trust. That is how friendships begin.
That is beautifully said. Habits are the invisible architecture of our lives, the small, repeated choices that shape who we are. And now you have the English to share that story. Quick recap. 1. Frequency words. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. 2. Position. Before action verbs, after be verbs. 3. For changing habits. I used to, but now I. 4. For new habits. I've been trying to, or I'm working on.
And remember, talking about bad habits is also natural. Nobody is perfect. Honesty makes you more relatable.
Your challenge this week: describe your morning routine in 5 sentences. Use at least 3 different frequency words. Then share it in the comments below.
We read every single comment, and we love to see your progress.
Thank you so much for being here. You are showing up, you are learning, and that is something to be proud of. If this episode helped you, please subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who's learning English.
Until next time,
Keep building good habits.
in English,
And in life. Bye, everyone.
see you next episode.